Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Tuesday Tech Tips. Today, we're going to be dealing with the subject of bloatware. Now, for the purposes of this video, we will define bloatware as either programs that are installed on your machine that you do not want, or programs that are doing kind of what Steam's doing right now, programs that you do use, but you don't want them to launch when your computer is starting, um, because those can really impact your computer's performance. Now, many store-bought computers these days come with a lot of pre-bundled extra software. The reason for this is that it allows computer manufacturers to make more money off of their sales, since the vendors of this software will pay them to pre-bundle it on the machines that they will sell. Bloatware is a major contributor to computer slowdown, since the unwanted programs will be hogging your processor, your RAM, your network connection, and your hard drive. This means that removing or deactivating bloatware is an excellent way to improve the speed on your computer. It can also free up some extra space on your hard drive. Now, since the last episode, I've installed a great deal of additional software on my Windows system to demonstrate how a lot of it running all at once can affect performance. These include some redundant antivirus applications. I've also set some programs like Steam and Discord to run on program startup. Now, um, first of all, when you're trying to decide if something is bloatware, you should ask yourself if it is something that is useful to yourself or someone else who uses the computer. A great example for me is the program WPS Office, which I installed for this demo. Um, for me, it's redundant because I am a user of the LibreOffice Office Suite, which you can see the icon of right here behind the menu. However, I do know people who genuinely love WPS Office and will use it for their word processing and other Office needs. For me, however, it's redundant and you might be able to call it bloatware. Another thing that you will want to keep in mind is that you shouldn't go uninstalling or deleting applications on your computer willy-nilly. A good example of this is Internet Explorer. Um, it is still present on modern machines, even though most people have moved on to something like Chrome or Microsoft Edge. And the reason we still have Internet Explorer on our computers nowadays is that for historical reasons, there are key components of the operating system that are contained within Internet Explorer itself. So if I were to delete this Internet Explorer folder here, that would break my operating system. So I'm not going to do that. Today, we're going to be covering the use of 3 different interfaces that, excuse me, that come pre-built into Windows that can let you diagnose problems with bloatware, remove bloatware, or switch off applications, which may or may not be bloatware, so that they don't launch when your computer does. The first of these interfaces that we're going to look at is the Task Manager. You can find it either by searching for it in the Windows Start menu down here, or if you hold down the Control-Alt keys and press the Delete button on your keyboard, you can access it from the menu that pops up here. The Task Manager is a list of running programs. And it also displays statistics on those programs as they're running for the CPU, memory, disk, network usage, as well as power usage statistics on your computer. If the usage of any of these starts to climb up a lot, as these programs seem to do to the disk if we just wait a little bit, it can seriously impact the performance of your computer. Well, disk usage is going down now. There it goes back up. You can sort these programs by how much disk they're using just by clicking on the disk column here. The same goes if you want to check for how much memory or CPU a program is using. Right now, Windows itself seems to be using a fair bit of disk space. There we go, it's climbing up again. We've also got some of the redundant antivirus programs that I installed for the demo using them. So let's take a look at how we will remove some of these problematic programs. We're going to go into the Add or Remove Programs interface. That's this one right here that you can find again by searching for it in the Start menu. This gives you a list of installed programs. You can filter the list to search for any sort of programs that your task manager might indicate are being a problem. So let's get rid of CCleaner here first, since it's using up quite a bit of disk space or disk bandwidth. Um, that's the thing about disk here is if it climbs, it doesn't mean that your hard drive is getting full. It means that too much information is being sent to it at the same time, and that means other programs won't be able to write to it, which is why it can slow you down. Anyway, so if we go to CCleaner here, which I heard used to be a great piece of PC cleaner software that's kind of gotten worse in recent years. But we click on this program, there's an uninstall button here. What we do is we click that and then confirm our uninstall, and then it will ask if it wants to let us have this program make changes, and then the program's uninstall wizard will pop up. Just follow the wizard, and it should remove the program from your system. Let's remove another program that's been an offender for more disk usage. If we clear out this search box, the rest should reappear. And this AVG antivirus software was consuming quite a bit, so we'll uninstall this as well. And sometimes a wizard won't pop up. It will just sometimes a wizard won't pop up and it will just uninstall the program itself without any of that as well. For example, if I go back to our WPS office, I believe that is a program that does that. It's a nice, easy uninstall process for that one. And that's one of the issues with this menu is some programs are easier to uninstall than others. Sometimes software that your operating system came pre-installed with, either by your hardware vendor or by Microsoft, will have programs grayed out. I don't have any on mine, which is Windows 10 Enterprise, but um, sometimes you may find programs that don't let you uninstall them from here. There might be other programs where what their wizard does when you try to uninstall is it will uninstall a different program from the same company. In the case of those programs, the next interface that we will be taking a look at would be a good thing to check out. And for that, we have the Startup Apps interface. Again, we just search for it in the Start menu. And this shows programs that we have installed that can launch on computer startup and whether they currently do so or not. For example, for me, we've got Discord and Steam, which I do use, but I just don't like them launching when my computer starts up. I can simply toggle them to off. Now when I restart my machine, these programs won't launch until I specifically open them from the Start menu or with a desktop shortcut. You can also turn off Cortana, excuse me. That sometimes I have heard will um, improve the performance of your computer as well. Now, if we go back to the Task Manager and we look for some of the programs that we uninstalled, we can see that they're not affecting our CPU or hard drive usage anymore. They're just gone from the Task Manager, which means they should no longer be a problem for us. Now, I think I'll have to uninstall uTorrent later. That's another example of software that has become less good in recent years. I believe they were cryptocurrency mining on people's machines without their consent. So I thought that would be great to install for a bloatware demonstration. Okay, restart that later. So, in conclusion, bloatware has the potential to slow down our computers and unnecessarily use hard drive space. But through those three interfaces that we just reviewed, the Task Manager, the don't install uTorrent, folks. Let's see. All right. Now, through those three interfaces, the Task Manager, this nice little add and remove programs interface, as well as the Startup Applications interface, we can manage the programs on our computers and make it so that they don't hog all of our resources. That way, using our desktops can continue to be a pleasant experience. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. If you have any questions or comments on this video, please leave a message for me in the comments section below. And if you are having any sort of technical problems with your computer, feel free to mention that in the comments section below. It could make a good topic for next week's video. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.